So the heifersode opens with Farty Pippin and her man Michael Jordan Jr. buying a grass elephant? For what? Ain't your house tacky enough? So Emily calls Gertie and invites her out for a champagne and oyster night with the other heifers, cause she can sense something wrong. But she only invited the heifers that get along. So now we got Ariana visiting her old house who Alexia lives in now. Child, too many A-names and too many interchangeable heifers. Oh, Lisa's sleeping with the current owner. Over with Larsa and Kiki, they doing a little workout. They train her cute though. However, Kiki lets Alexia know that Adriana was talking about the fact that she's with Todd because of his money, and that makes her feel superior to the girls in the group. Kiki out here spreading the poop. Over with Marisol, she's planning a gay brunch and invites all the ladies. However, over with Julia, she's upset about Marisol spreading rumors. We get 2 nothing scenes, one with Larsa talking with Michael Jordan Jr. about their little podcast and relationship, which is exactly what we don't give a shit. And then followed up by Alexis getting her child support or whatnot. But that coot's trying to be real stingy with you. So Marisol is getting ready for her gay event. But across town, we have Emily's oysters and champagne mixer. Child, I'm sorry, not Emily, Nicole, but you know, generic white woman. So we sit down, Gertie arrives, she looks great, but they start grilling her already, and she's like, let's have some booze first. But she ain't ready to tell nobody just yet. Oh wait, no, Gloria Stefan's here. And her father, Emilio? Okay, all right. All right, these are some actual celebrities. So Adriana got a track coming out. But you won't believe what I found at Trader Joe's that's actually amazing. Turkey summer sausage. So it's guilt-free because it's turkey. But it tastes just like the real thing. Now we got Alexia trying to convince everybody that things are good in her marriage even though her man ain't show up to her party. Okay, I'll give it to Marisol. She knows some cute gays. However, oh my God. Kiki did not say, Larsa, it's okay for your man to be away. Kiki did not just say, it's okay for your man to be away for a day or two. You're 50. You can do it. Across town with Gertie, they talking about Alexia's divorce and new man. Hell, if she found somebody interested, you better close the gate before you give him the sugar. Wow, Julia had 9 engagements. That's some popular puss. So Gertie has called Larsa to have a side conversation about the blow up at the party. So Gertie tells the girls that she has breast cancer. However, she ain't told Larsa yet, or the other heifers. Meanwhile, across town with Alexia, she's out to dinner with Todd. Ain't that the one that didn't show up at your party? She still want to get groceries for her child. I wish somebody get groceries for me. So the husband ain't show up because he ain't comfortable with some of her farty little friends. But the next day, Gertie goes to lunch with lying Larsa in this lavender pantsuit. So Larsa trying to find out why Gertie called her fake in the media. Gertie said it's not that big of a deal and Alexia's event wasn't where to handle it. And Larsa said, well, social media is. She said, well, you living in the entourage world where all you care about is social media. Well, you were trying to be, a Kardashian, so what are you expecting from her? Gertie is getting her together. She's like, your family came here, not you, it's a different thing. So Gertie tearing up, trying to work up the nerve to tell Larsa she has breast cancer, and Larsa's like, what are you crying about? What are you crying about? Well, that was the shit, and I'ma see you soon for some. Well, let's get to this week's Love and Merge Huntsville. So Tiffany comes in using her baby as a shield. So she sit down and Kiki says, I saw the Carlos interview. I mean, how could I not? You talked about me through the whole 40 minutes. Tiffany said, well, you were upset that I didn't like you talking about Tisha behind her back. But now Kiki's like, well, you don't know what Tisha done to me as a cousin. And don't judge me off my friendship with Tisha or cousinship. I mean, Tiffany, you had an extra grind with Kiki when she came on the show, but you've also palled around with her privately to get the dirt. Kiki said, I thought we were getting to know and forge a friendship. And Tiffany's like, well, I've never had a friend like that, and that dynamic is foreign to me. It ain't foreign to you. You got a passport for that. However, Kiki gets to the real and says, well, it seems like you think you're better than me because of my opioid addiction. And she's like, no, my parents had addiction issues too, so it's not that. And you're showing me a different side, a different attitude. No, you got called on the carpet and now you backpedaling and pee-popping like you always do. Tiffany gonna say, it's not usually my character to bash people. Yes, it is. That's all you've done for the past 3 seasons. Now it's all about I want to go home and cuddle with my baby. You could have done that when you was pregnant, but you was out here kikiing about Kiki. Over at Messy Martel's new place, he got the real estate agent husband over after he had his eye bag surgery. Why don't you have surgery to have some integrity implanted? Maybe you could get your decency lifted. But he gets to telling Martel about his Mercedes problems with his kids. But Martel said, well, speaking of your daughter disrespecting you, your wife disrespected me. She said, well, how do you think Mel felt when you cheated on her? Well, how do you think she felt? I mean, you cheated. You had a whole outside baby. That's why she's divorced you and changed her name. If you kept your pecker in your pants, your name could have stood a chance. I just feel like my affair shouldn't be talked about at this point. It's still the root of the issue, so you just want us to ignore the cause of your shitty relationship. Okay, all right. I didn't know we had to gaslight ourselves for you. But hey, you know what? I can get on board with this less-ass bitch thinking. Oh wait, no I can't. You're a lech, a loser, and a louse of a spouse. Oh God, now he's bringing up, we never talked about Mel's infidelity. 'Cause it never happened. Oh! Martel gonna say her changing her name back to Rodgers as if that was something great. Well, it's better than being attached to a loser like you. I mean, why do you care? You certainly didn't care about your marriage. You didn't care about your wife. You don't seem to care about your side piece. So why does her being a Holt matter so much? Oh God, she's trying to destroy me. That's what that is. It's not about you. Like, you sleeping with coleslaw wasn't about her. Oh, Lord, but across town, Kimmy and Tisha are going for a pussy steam. I just don't know. So Tisha got to take a pregnancy test even though Marisol had a vasectomy. Girl, you gonna do anything to make us believe that your marriage is happening. But honey, your marriage is fetch. So the pregnancy test is negative. But Tisha's like, I don't want to do any events with all the girls because I'm tired of talking about Kiki. And last time Kiki was brought up, Mel got out her spade and trowel and started to dig. However, Tisha's tired and wants to go back to being a stay-at-home mom. Well, I mean, you ain't bringing in no money. Y'all had to move into an apartment. Where's Scott Manor? Y'all on season 6 and still can't build your house. With 4 incomes coming in, because you both get a check from the show and you both get a check from your supposed careers. Oh, goodness. And even in her relationship, she doesn't feel like her and Big Ugly are at their best. Well, he's always at his worst, and he doesn't like you or the children. Oh, Lord, Big Ugly said we should see a marriage therapist. Yeah, you about to fly the coop. Oh, God, the real estate agent and his fuck-up son, I don't care. I don't care. He too old. So now we got Tiffany and her Big Ugly. We supposed to find a fuck? All right. It sounds like they want to get divorced in private. No, go on, spread your business for a check. But then again, it's a Carlos King pittance, so I could see why you wouldn't want pennies on the dollar. Or an IOU from OWN. So it sounds like she got postpartum and he working a lot because kids is expensive. Her husband's like, I told you he wasn't ready for no brand new baby, no from scratch baby, no meatloaf baby, but you just had to get pregnant. Girl, now you upset about the comments and the reviewers. 1, ain't nobody watching your show. Let's start there. Dark side of social media. 2, y'all grown as hell. As hell. Grown and gray ass. Too grown to be white about, oh, they said something mean in the comments. Get your check and go, heifer. Girl, crying over the comments, I think you knew Kiki or Stormy was gonna end up whooping that ass and you wasn't ready for it. Oh, throw a rock, hide your hand ass. Well, that was the shit.